Okay, again, this is game one of a best of three between Team iRG and Starbytes. We would like to welcome Team Starbytes, a team from Bulacan, yay, into our community. So welcome Starbytes, and if we have some interested people out there, yeah, we're always going to be open to newcomers, and we're always going to try our best to feature newcomers as much as possible. So yeah, right now,
Yeah, into the game. Coach, please take away. This is the drafting phase, and now I'll just be stepping out for a bit.
okay, so while my friend here has some dinner, probably, I'm going to take charge of the drafting phase. Okay, so Team iRG right now, returning team. I think they lost to Manchi Gaming, yeah. But right now, the captain Migs was a participant in the previous game. Was a stand-in for Team Meepmerp. They lost a while ago to Team Dot Slash, but Migs has still proven himself to be a very potent player. So we shouldn't count him out in any case. But okay, so right now we see from Team Starbytes ban on the Doombringer, and iRG bans out the Lycan. Of course, these are pretty typical first bans. We might see some of the more typical bans also coming right now. Might be the Viper, might be Faceless Void. Um, who else? Might be a Shadow Shaman. Might be the Death Prophet. So let's just see where this goes right now. It actually Starbytes actually has a bit more room for banning right now because they do have the first pick. So they don't want to ban anyone that would go against their strategy. If they want to go Death Ball, then they're not gonna ban Shadow Shaman. They're gonna pick Shadow Shaman first pick. So they ban out the Tide Hunter. Okay, so they ban out the team fight hero, the core team fight hero, and Razor is banned out by Team iRG. Okay, so there we go. Faceless Void picked out by Starbytes. Then we're going to see a lot of follow-ups to Faceless Void from Starbytes later on. So let's see how Team iRG respond to this. Typically against the Faceless Void lineup, you'd want to be able to shut down that Faceless Void early on. If the Faceless Void can't get his levels up, can't get enough farm to be a good carry, then yeah, okay. So right now, let me cut off that train of thought. We have the Tinker pickup by iRG. Tinker is sometimes first banned, but in this case, Tinker is the first pick for iRG. Tinker is can be a good roundabout way of dealing with Faceless Void. Instead of going with team fights, you can go around team fights. You can just have Tinker split push wherever the Faceless Void is not. So you can avoid team fights altogether. Have your Tinker farm. That should be good enough against the Faceless Void. And later on, if you can get that Hex stick up, that cheap stick on Tinker, then you could shut down Faceless Void potentially perpetually. If you get that refresh hex chain going on. And Skyrath Mage. Skyrath Mage, again, with that Ancient Seal, so very useful against Faceless Void. If a Faceless Void initiates and you somehow have the godlike reflexes to be able to pull off a silence instantly, then you would be able to prevent that Faceless Void from casting a Chronosphere as long as he doesn't have a BKB, preventing him from casting that Chronosphere and possibly ruining that initiate and maybe putting Faceless Void himself into a dangerous position. But right now, Starbytes bans out Earthshaker. Earthshaker, of course, can disrupt the Faceless Void. That long range stun can just waste through the Chronosphere duration. So, a good ban. Also, since the iRG have the Skyrath Mage, Earthshaker with Skyrath Mage, very, very potent combo. Right now, we see a Nyx ban from Team iRG. Yeah, Nyx is a very good counter to Tinker. Wait, hold on. Alright, okay, so back to that train of thought. Yeah, Nyx Assassin is actually one of those heroes that is kind of good dealing with Tinker because Tinker is typically built nowadays with a Blink Dagger and then proceeds to spam his March of the Machines against Creep Wave. Now, the Nyx Assassin has his Spike Carapace ability. He can walk into the March of the Machines and activate his Spike Carapace to maybe stop the Tinker from teleporting. And yeah, that might be enough to find opening to take out the Tinker. So Nyx Assassin, yeah, decent Tinker counter, banned out by Team iRG. Right now, Starbytes bans out the Weaver. Okay, Weaver is a carry. Very annoying carry to deal with. So ban out Weaver, not much to talk about there. But iRG, they ban out the Clockwork. Yeah, the Clockwork is good offlaner, good initiate. If the Faceless Void can initiate, then the Clockwork can initiate instead of the Faceless Void, and then the Faceless Void can simply follow up after the Clockwork initiate with the hook shot and the cogs. But potentially also against the Tinker. Yeah, they really want to keep this Tinker up because the Clockwork can scout out the Tinker with the Rocket Flare, and then the hook shot will stop the Tinker from teleporting out. Especially if Tinker's stuck in the trees already, then the Clockwork, if he finds the Tinker in the trees, that's almost a guaranteed kill. So yeah, iRG's probably banking a lot on this Tinker. We'll see if this Tinker delivers. If they seem to hold this Tinker so important, then we have to keep our eyes on the Tinker. So that's the second round of bans, and for the second round of picks, iRG is going to start this off. Let's see what they go for. Right now, they have the Skywrath Mage. They don't have the combos to Skywrath Mage, however. Faceless Void is on the opposite side. The enemy have banned out Earthshaker, and they themselves have banned out Razor earlier on. So yeah, right now they can go any way they want, because Tinker, he's kind of a standalone hero, can operate on his own. Skywrath Mage is a support. One of the best supports right now, can operate in almost any kind of lineup. So any kind of lineup right now would fit whatever team iRG wants to go with. I could even go as far as saying that they could pick the Nature's Prophet just to amplify that split push potential. Yeah, Tinker is good in split pushing, good in farming, empty lanes, but not as good as the Nature's Prophet. The Nature's Prophet is a better pusher, just because of those strengths, and is a kind of a bit of a better laner because his teleport is not limited to the creeps. He can teleport anywhere on the map, but the Tinker can only teleport to where the creeps are, and the Nature's Prophet teleports comes online earlier than the Tinker. The Tinker needs to have those boots of travel before he does that lane switching thingy that he does. But Nature's Prophet can do it from the get-go. As long as he has that level in teleport, then he's pretty much free to move around from that point. So Team iRG pick up the Witch Doctor. Okay, so probably this is a deny pick. They pick Witch Doctor because they don't want Starbytes with that Faceless Void to pick Witch Doctor. But in any case, Witch Doctor is a good support in his own right. Even without the Chronosphere, that Death Ward from the Witch Doctor is still going to deal a lot of damage. And that heal, yeah, the Voodoo Restoration is going to work wonders against DPS kind of hero like a Viper. If you're going against a hero that fights in prolonged engagements instead of dealing damage in an intense amount of burst, then the Witch Doctor Restoration is a nice bonus to have on your side. Bristleback, however, yeah, Bristleback would be their offlaner at this stage in the game. Not going to be as hard as to carry as the Faceless Void, but yeah, you can use Bristleback, that tankiness, to deal a lot of damage to these soft heroes they have right now. It's Skywrath Mage, Witch Doctor, Tinker. Nothing particularly tanky until this Wraith King pickup by Team iRG. Okay, so that's going to be their carry. Right now, I mentioned earlier on that they have the freedom to go any which way with their last three pickups. So, okay, a bit more standard right now. We have two supports and the Wraith King. And their last pick could be any offlaner or even just a support, actually. So, yeah, a lot of freedom there from iRG because of the solid early picks. But right now, yeah, Starbytes picks up that Ancient Apparition. That Ancient Apparition does have a bit of capability against the Tinker. The Ice Blast is global range, can stop creep pushes, and can possibly take out the Tinker if the Tinker blinks into the
10
trees.
seconds to
That's
go.
going to prevent the Tinker from blinking out and
Dials
from
ban.
just from blinking out. So a bit of a counter right there to the Tinker, since they seem to have noticed iRG was blocking picks against the Tinker. So right now the last ban is going to be Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman is banned out by iRG. Okay, they don't want that early push, helping the Faceless Void early on, and helping that Viper get his early Aganims or mech. So basically, right now I see that Starbytes is uh, probably going to be dependent on their early game. Right now, if the early game doesn't go in the way of Starbytes, then I would say that iRG has a bit more room to fall back on. Just because the Tinker is able to drag out games so long, and the Wraith King is very hard to deal with. Once he has that level 3 in Reincarnation, and if he has a lot of farm, then it's going to be dealing with a carry twice, maybe thrice with an Aegis, or if he's able to survive long enough, then 3 times in an engagement. Why not? So the last picks are gonna come out. Team iRG does have a lot of freedom, but they'd work well with an offlaner right now. They could pick an offlaner. Okay, so yeah, they pick their mid. Instead, possibly Tinker's gonna go off lane, or maybe he might go for an Ancients on the get-go. But okay, so Brewmaster can be mid, probably mid right now. So yeah, your offlaner and your mid positions right now in this current meta are very switchable. Both of them are solo heroes though, but it's not too uncommon right now to switch mid heroes with offlane heroes, especially if you have 2 mid heroes like Tinker and Brewmaster. One of them has to go offlane. So it would be their choice what they want to do with that laning. So right now, Starbytes has the last pick, Sand King. Okay, so they want a bit more team fight going their way. Ancient Apparition and Sand King, devastating magic area of effect combo. Bristleback, also gonna deal a lot of AoE damage in prolonged durations. And yeah, Faceless Void and Viper are going to be their DPS heroes. So, okay, right now,
Okay.
starting the game, and it's up to you.
Yep, moving into the game, we now see iRG and on the Radiant side against Starbytes on the Dark side. Again, guys, if you're not familiar with the teams, iRG have been with us for at least a couple of matches, whereas Starbytes are newcomers. Okay, they come from Bulacan. They hail from Bulacan, which is really, really far from here, from Manila. Now, from iRG, we have Migs on the Brewmaster, who actually stood in for Meatmerp during the previous game, and they lost that game, by the way. And we have Nyeracle, so I'm just going to call him Nyeracle on the Tinker in the middle lane. At the bottom lane, we see a tri-lane with a Witch Doctor played by 2X, Skyf Mage played by Aryan, and Sid played by Wraith King. So apparently, during the previous game, we had 2 stand-ins for two stand-ins for Meatmerp. We see Aryan here once again. And now for Starbytes, we have Miggy playing the Viper, Shy playing the Sand King, Patch playing the Bristleback at the bottom lane, and Shotty on the Ancient Apparition, and Joy on the Faceless Void. These are very short names, very easy to pronounce, and kudos to Starbytes for prefixing their names properly. Really appreciate that. It's a lot easier for the audience to determine. Yeah.
Alright, so...
Okay, now, for the laning phase analysis, Coach, take it away.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Yeah, right now it's kind of popular to switch up the mid and offlane positions. If you have 2 typical mid heroes, you can send one to the offlane, no biggie. So right now it's going to be that Brewmaster on the offlane and the Tinker on the mid lane. Against this Viper, probably the Brewmaster saw that, okay, Brewmaster's not going to be able to handle a Viper. Viper is just one of those heroes that you're going to have a hard time dealing with. And if you're a melee hero, it's going to be much, much worse for you. So, Tinker against a Viper, not too bad. Tinker can just keep his distance, last hit. Don't get in range of that Viper attacks, and he's going to be fine. The Brewmaster, however, Brewmaster is a mid that has is a solo hero. He's not mid right now, but he's a solo hero that has kind of a bit of survivability. Yeah, once he gets that drunken brawler up, that's going to sorry, pardon me. That that's going to get his survivability a lot higher. Yeah, just because of that guaranteed evasion every 10 seconds. That guaranteed evasion saves him from harass, and he should be building a stout shield, poor man shield by the way, because he's going against a tri-lane. So tri-lane here, yeah, faces void, ancient apparition, Sand King. Okay, a bit standard, but I would say that the Brewmaster needs to be zoned out. If they're not gonna zone out the Brewmaster, then they shouldn't be having this tri-lane to begin with. The Sand King is farming the jungles right from the get-go, right from level 1. But yeah, that means the Brewmaster has more space to farm because he's not going to get too much of harassment from the enemy. He can still deal with dual lane by himself. He has stout shield up, and he has that drunken brawler passive. Gonna save him from a lot of right click damage. So yeah, I think this is not too good of a laning decision for Team Starbytes right now. Maybe they should instead have rotated Ancient Apparition and Sand King to the bottom lane, or maybe try to have them gank the mid lane. Tinker's kind of vulnerable right now, especially since he's going up against the Viper. The Viper has a slow and lots of right click damage. So yeah, if they're going to fail to zone out this Brewmaster, then they should be doing something else. Again, this is not a game of who has the yeah. Dota is a game of skill, but it's not going to be 100% about skill in mechanicals. It's not just going to be your finger spinning, it's going to be your mind that's doing a bulk of the work in the game. And yeah, it's the picks, it's the laning, it's the positioning, it's how you play your heroes, not just in what you do with your heroes, like how you mechanically move them, how fast you use your skills, how fast you react to abilities, but also what you choose to do with them, how you lane it, how you level your skills. Those things are also contributing factors in how the game ends up in the long run. Okay, so that's something that players and even the audience might want to take into account. So right now, let's look at the bottom lane. Not too much actioning.
At the top lane, Brewmaster is getting aggressive there on Shoddy, and the first blood goes to iRG, taking away the Ancient Apparition. Starbytes, that Joy, is trying to get a revenge kill, but no, not enough damage on him. And well, it was actually Ancient Apparition getting too aggressive, getting too greedy right there. He miscalculated the damage coming in for the Thunderclap, and that crit from the Drunken Brawler just whittling the HP down.
Alright, so good eye. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you can't harass the Brewmaster, if you can't force him out of his lane, then you're dividing EXP between two heroes. See, both of them were level 3. The Brewmaster got to level 4, and now he's at level 5 because of that kill. And because of that, he was able to take a support down. That's what happens if your laning is not very efficient. You have a dual lane and you're not zoning out the Brewmaster, so why do you even have to dual lane? Why don't you just let the Faceless Void take a solo lane against a solo lane Brewmaster? That way the Faceless Void gets more EXP for himself. Because, he's your carry. And you're just denying him EXP by standing there and not doing anything. And even feeding First Blood. Yeah, that's even worse. So, yeah, let's take a look at the laning on bot. Right now, EXP wise, let's check the levels. Okay, so yeah, pretty on par. Everyone's on par. The Sand King is a bit behind, level 2. He's a bit ambitious with that level 1 Sandstorm. You don't do this until you have a level 2 Sandstorm.
Okay, Migi at the middle lane. Migi getting too aggressive there, harassing Tinker, trying to get those auto attacks in with a poison attack. But no, Tinker will be safe. He has the laser after all, and just gonna give Migi a run for his money. I mean, even if you're Viper, you have a strong aura attack skill, the laser just renders it useless.
Yeah, for 3 seconds, right?
Excuse me. Oh, hang on, the bottom lane, Wraith King and the Witch Doctor finally takes the Bristle back down, and now 2-0 in favor of iRG.
Alright, so right now we see iRG having a bit of an early game advantage. Um, let's check at the gold graph for now. 5-minute gold graph. Okay. 1,000 in favor of iRG, and DXP also 1,000. Nothing too much. Nothing to write home about. Um, Game can still go either way. Right now, we have a rotation coming in from the Sand King and the Ancient Apparition. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have done this earlier on.
Yeah, they're actually smoked. They're waiting for Tinker to push on. They're waiting for Miracle to be more aggressive since the push advantage is on the Radiant team. And now, will they go for it? I'm just gonna have to zoom out and wait for the action. March the machines coming in from Tinker. Again, this is not because he knows. This is just casual Tinker spam. And now Ancient Apparition throws in the Ice Vortex. Viper Strike coming in from Migi, and Shy still has the stun there, and they will take the kill. Ancient Apparition gets the Tinker down. Witch Doctor and Scarlet Mage now rotating in the middle lane. They are smoked. They want the revenge kill. They might actually see the Sand King right here. Oh no, it was actually an Environ concussive shot coming in from the Scarlet Mage, and Witch Doctor might actually throw the... It doesn't have the Maledict yet, but he does throw the stun. Sand King goes in for the stun, and Ancient Apparition follow-ups with the Ice Vortex. Witch Doctor is in danger. Poison attack coming in from Migi. He is just dropping the HP right now. Will they be able to get the kill before he TPs out? Yes, Sand King gets the double kill. This is going to help Shy with the Blink Dagger item.
Alright, so a bit of a comeback right now for Team Starbytes. Very well played with their rotation. You know, it could have been better. They could have done that earlier on, but right now, maybe we can take that off the slate. Yeah, they pulled off a good gank, so let's forgive them for their early game indiscretions. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you're not going to be helpful to your carry, if you're not going to be able to zone out that offlaner, then you should just attempt to gank right from the get-go. The Sand King was able to pull that off. He was level 2 at the start of that engagement when they dived for the Tinker. Right now he's close to level 4, and yeah, see, even just a level 2 Sand King could have done that earlier on. Right now it's 8 minutes though. So yeah, again, the Sand King went in jungling at level 1. That's such a waste because level 1, the Sandstorm, it deals a pathetic 25 damage per second. Now if you are level 2, that doubles it. Level 3, when your hero is level 3 and the level 2 Sandstorm, that doubles the damage to 50. And that means that your jungling time is reduced to half. Double the damage. Okay, so right now
hang on, at the bottom lane, you see an engagement. Shy throws in the stun on top of the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is in danger of dying. Another kill spray here from the Bristleback should do the job, but Patch is in danger of dying as well. He's expecting the Bristleback to save him. Oh no, the Sandstorm from Shy transitioning to a stun on top of the Wraith King. Wraith King doesn't have the ultimate here. Will they be able to get the kill? No, as that's no follow-up, no mana here from Sand King, and Wraith King will survive. So it was a 1-for-1 exchange, although I don't know if it was worth it because it was Bristleback who died in exchange for a Witch Doctor.
Yeah. I don't
know if it's worth it again. Although I have this reservation because they were able to take out the resurrection from the Wraith King. But the middle lane is harassing with a Viper Strike on Miracle. He knows that that Shy will be able to follow up there. TP coming in from Aryan, throws in the concussive shot in the Arcane Bolt. Will he be able to survive? Migi is just doing so well, trying to harass Aryan, and they will go for the kill. Oh no, Shy attacks a creep during that time. So instead of a wonderful 2-for-1, it became for 2-for-2. Shy just panicking with the auto attack.
So that was a bit of a fail a while ago. From Sand King. Yeah, that was just panic. That was just one attack to kill the Skywrath Mage. But I think he went for 2 attacks on the creep, and that let him get killed by the Witch Doctor. So yeah, a bit of a failure in that part. But right now the score is dead even, 6-6 in terms of kills at least, 6-6, and no towers down yet for either side. Let's check at the gold graph. Yeah, gold is still in favor of Team iRG, despite all of those kills going left and right. And that's mostly because of the Wraith King. Yeah, the Wraith King has 55 last hits right now, top of the board. And then Brewmaster has 42. Not as much as the Viper. The Viper is second highest with 53, close to the Wraith King, 54. So they're practically both at first place right now. The Tinker also has quite a few last hits, 41, 44, so yeah, just in terms of last hits, I think...
Hang on, the middle lane, Shy and Ancient Apparition are in position. They're going to take away the Tinker. They're just shutting this Tinker down very effectively. Meanwhile, the top lane faces White was taken down by Scarlet Mage and the Brewmaster. However, mid at the battle lane isn't finished yet. They take 2 heroes at the middle lane in exchange for the Faceless Void. So I think that's a good exchange, especially since it was Stinker who they shut down. This Stinker is still has a long way to go for that boost of travel.
Alright, so okay, another engagement going the way of Team Starbytes right now, but Faceless Void died?
Yeah, Fist Boy died. That's what I commented earlier, that while everything was happening at the middle lane, Brewmaster and the Scarlet Mage was able to take away the Faceless Void.
Okay, so well the Brewmaster ult, the primal split wasn't used. Okay, so good job there.
Hang on, coach. Rotation coming in from Shy and Migi. They want the Brewmaster. Brewmaster has his ultimate, however, they don't have wars. Migs feels it. The Viper Strike should come in now. Anytime from Migi, they allow him to throw in the ultimate. Will Joy reply with a Chronosphere? And they actually know what's up. They know that he will throw the Chronosphere. Windwalk coming in from the Brewmaster. The question is, how will they engage it? They're just waiting out for the ultimate to come in. Wonderful timing there for Starbytes. They know exactly what is about to happen, and they will now take away Migs successfully. Did you see that, Coach?
Yeah.
That was just wonderful. They were playing around with the Brewmaster, to be honest.
Yeah.
They know that Brewmaster will respond with an ultimate, and they knew that for some reason they just felt that nobody will TP in. And if ever somebody did, the Chronosphere was always there in their favor. And then right in the last second, where Brewmaster was about to reunite into one hero, they casted the Chronosphere, locked him down, and it was the end of him.
I think it would have been better if it could have been better. The Viper was actually caught in the Chronosphere. I was worried for a second that they might see a response if the Brewmaster survives and someone else TPs in. But
Hang on, somewhere, I think at the bottom lanes, the Bristleback and the Wraith King killed each other.
alright, so okay, that's kind of odd. I think that would mean that.
Hang on. Coach, another engagement coming in the way of Sand King and the Brewmaster. Brewmaster throws in the Thunderclaps, waiting for the next cooldown. Shy replies with the Sandstorm. 2 heroes are now backing him up. They want to go for the Brewmaster. They don't know that Scarlet Mage is here. Scarlet Mage doesn't have enough mana for Mystic Flare, just going for Migs. Will they go for it? And they now turn their attention to Aryan. However, help coming in the form of the Witch Doctor ultimate should be up in 2 seconds right there. Earth Thunderclap is up. Faceless Void is in danger of dying. Witch Doctor goes an ultimate with Viper and the Faceless Void dying. Starbytes overextending, and now Shy is in danger of dying as well. The Wraith King is there. The Witch Doctor is there. Ancient Operation is the only one who will be able to rescue. But now he should be too close here. Throws a shielding touch on himself. Stuns coming in from Sid and the Witch Doctor, and now Shotty will die. Only Shy is alive. So much lives wasted for Shy. Shy, you better know what your life is worth because they just spent so much on you. And now, what will Shy do? He has the Blink Dagger. He can actually blink out. He knows that no vision, iRG has no means to detect him, so he's just going to hang around a little bit more. Bristleback pushing at the bottom lane, but I don't think he will have enough damage there to take down the tower before the backup from iRG will come in. Oh, hang on. Wraith King actually finds a kill on Shy. Shy being too careless, they're blinking towards at the top lane. He doesn't have this. I don't know if he didn't have the Sandstorm yet, but Sid do find the kill. He's now sitting at an armlet of more Mordigian, and now at 1/7 gold, he can actually buy the Blink Dagger soon.
Alright, so that's kind of a bit of a throw from the Starbytes. So let's check out the gold graph. Yeah, it was going their way until they lost those 4 heroes on top. Now it's 2,500 in favor of Team iRG, and then EXP it's around 4,000.
4 heroes moving in, converging on Sid. Sid has the Resurrection, throws in, casts the Armlet. Knows he's in danger there. Now, we have 4 heroes. Again, we have 4 heroes from Starbytes right here, but Pause coming in the way of Starbytes. So we will have to wait for that engagement. But Sid is in danger. If he carelessly moves away, moves back towards the top lane, please, he might actually die. Sorry, excuse me.
Which one was disconnected? Is it the Bristleback or the Sand King?
I don't know. We are waiting for confirmation.
I think it's the Bristleback.
All right, so coach, can you fill us in with its stats before while we're waiting for everybody to come back online?
All right, so let's check out the gold graph. Yeah, last time I checked was 4,000 gold and 4,000 EXP and 3,000 gold in favor of Team iRG. Nothing too much right now. Can still go either way because both of these teams are built around fighting. Tinker is um, good at drawing out games, moving lane to lane, but not really a dedicated pusher like Nature's Prophet. Can push, of course, has a decent push capability, but has a harder time taking down the tier 3 towers because he doesn't have spawn unit like the Nature's Prophet has the treants. Um, so this game, yeah, you can't really tell from the early game. But yeah, a bit of an advantage right now for IRG. The Wraith King is farmed. Let's check the net worth. Yeah, top in net worth is the Raid King, but the Viper also has a decent amount of farm, 5,600. Their carry, though, however, is the Faceless Void, kind of suffering in farm. Right now, only 5th place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5th place in farm. 47. You don't want to be in the middle of the board if you're the carry. So, yeah, this Faceless Void definitely needs to farm if they want to be able to transition to be more useful in the late game where you actually want to be as Faceless Void. Okay, so I think Starbytes is ready. Yeah.
All right, so now we're moving. We're going to the unpause right now. Please continue with your train of thought, coach. Yeah, going back. Hang on, I forgot that there was an action coming in. Sid will be able to safely walk away from the convergence from Team Starbytes there. I think it was a waste of time for Starbytes to just everybody to move everybody, most of their team towards the top lane when they didn't have, they weren't in position to lock everybody down. However, they are now moving towards the Ancient Cap. They know that Tinker is there. They're going to find it. Lincoln coming from Shy, but he is walking directly towards the kill. Much of the machines right there, and the Ancient attack and the Ancient auto attacks is just gonna melt them down. And it was basically Shy served himself on a silver platter.
Yeah, that March of the Machines is nothing to underestimate.
And well, that was a that was a giveaway. However, the engagement isn't finished yet. Faces Void is walking around towards the Sky Animation, going for attack. However, he gets silenced Arcane Seal before the heat-seeking missiles kick in, and so he might actually die there. Arya takes away the kill. Viper picks up the Tinker, while Witch Doctor goes for the Revenge Shield and kills Miggy. It's a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of IRG.
Yeah.
Starbytes is just starting to throw the game, to be honest.
So right now in bot, I think something is happening now.
Yeah.
Brewmaster's not going to pursue this. So anyway, yeah. Uh, what can I say about Starbytes? They were in a better position a while ago. See, they have 1 tower advantage, and they actually had the kill lead a while ago. Yeah, but they kind of threw that away.
Another pause coming in from Starbytes and other disconnections. So yeah, we're having a lot of disconnection issues. Well, you know at least on the bright side, I'm not getting disconnected anymore.
Alright, so yeah, congratulations on that. You're not getting disconnected, but right now, our players are getting disconnected. Okay, so thank you. Thanks to our sponsors, PLDC. Well, might not be fair. Not everyone might be on PLDT. So PLDC, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so now we resume the game. It seems the lag spikes have toned down. They are now converging on top of the Brewmaster. Mix is in danger. Patch getting thunderclapped on. Shy replies with a stun. Oh no, he was still able to cast the ultimate, and now Patch is in danger. TP coming in from Tinker takes away the kill. With the bristleback auto attacks there, the Witch Doctor is just ganging up on Shoddy. Shoddy's in danger of dying. The Wolves or the Tornado coming in for the Brewmaster just gonna put him out of position. Shy, I heard Shy going in for the kill for Tinker, and Tinker falls. Miggy is here to save the day, wipes out, takes away 2 heroes there. So 2-for-3 exchange in favor of Starbytes. Well played there. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we see the Wraith King Sid here just farming the heck out of the middle lane. He knows that nobody is here. So let him, just deciding to farm everybody out. Miggy coming in with attack on Mix, but Mix was able to blink out to safety. Now, will they chase the Brewmaster? Personally, I think they shouldn't, because this is just bad for them.
They can.
The blink is ready for Shy. The blink is ready for Shy, but of course the blink will also be ready for the Brewmaster. So they should actually just transition to a push. They're in the position to do so. Most heroes from Team iRG during that time were dead. Meanwhile, Famous Void was actually left alone farming the top lane. He's now sitting at the Mask of Madness and Treads. But does he have any items on the courier? No. So there's that.
Yeah, so pretty slow farm from the Faceless Void. Right now, 18 minutes in. He only has 61 last hits and 4,500 gold. He might get spotted out right now by the Skywrath Mage, and if he does, it might spell death for him since the Wraith King with the Blink Dagger is nearby.
Okay, now they're moving in towards they're converging at the top lane, chasing the Faceless Void down. And well, I think the top tower will go down uncontested.
Alright, so again on this Faceless Void really needs that farm. At nearing the 20-minute mark, you should have at least around 100 last hits. But okay, right now this Wraith King might fall once.
Yeah. Wraith King has the reincarnation, so it actually might survive this. Skywrath Mage is just behind, hook to back up, but no, Faceless Void takes him away, and Sid is in danger of dying, tries to do the armlet toggle, but not going to be enough, not enough HP there to survive. Ice Blast support coming in from the Ancient Apparition. They want this Wraith King to go down, and indeed they get the double kill for the Faceless Void. They're gonna give him 1,600 gold to help out this farm. Actually, he goes directly and purchases it.
So yeah, that's a big bonus for Faceless Void. So yeah, this Faceless Void, I don't think I've seen Faceless Void move out of the top lane.
He's been sitting there the whole time.
Yeah, he's been sitting there the whole time. You know, if you're going to play a Faceless Void like this, it's no problem. It's not wrong. It's just that you need to adapt. Get better last hits. Maybe not build Mask of Madness, because Mask of Madness is the kind of item that you would use if you want to engage early and often. If you don't need the Mask of Madness right away, you should go for a farming item instead, like a Mjolnir. Or, a Maelstrom before the Mjolnir, yeah. Maelstrom is good on Faceless Void, gives him attack speed, damage, and of course lets him farm faster. And of course, your ultimate farming item, Midas. If he picked up a
hang
Midas...
on. Let me cut you off. At the bottom lane, you see Miggy rotating to Sid at the bottom lane. The Incarnation is still down. 80 seconds left. Ancient Apparition, played by Shorty, gonna give the best support he can give to Miggy. You know, with a cold feet, with a chilling touch. This is just so much damage. Yeah, and well, Wraith King falls within 3 minutes since his last death. TP coming in from Tinker, throws in the heat-seeking missiles. The engagement isn't finished yet. Witch Doctor has enough mana, has enough skills to throw in the ultimate, but no, he's out of position, and he decides to not waste his ultimate, and he actually falls. And now Epicenter coming in from Shy, getting slowed and silenced by Aryan. Revenge by the Mystic Fair. Aryan takes Shy down before he dies. 1-for-1 exchange in the Radiant Jungle. All in all, 3-for-1 in favor of Starbytes. So see, Coach, I believe that you're right. Starbytes actually, they can always find themselves in a good position, but the question is their consistency with those kinds of plays.
Yeah, so they're on and off, really. If they play well, then they play well. They can win team fights. But if they're being a bit throwy with their plays, yeah, then you know it's really either way right now. We have a 19-20 score. Let's check at the goal graph right now. Yeah, goal graph went down because of those kills, and right now will be going down more because of that tower. Around 3,000 right now, coming from 6,000. Cut in half. A lead cut in half for iRG by Team Starbytes, and EXP practically 0. So again on this Faceless Void, if you're going to be laning 21 minutes into the game and still in the same lane.
Oh, hang on, we might actually see an engagement on the top lane. And no, Tinker was sleeping in but cancelled it. And a Chronosphere getting casted by Joy. He actually has to take Mix down before the Chronosphere ends, else he will be able to throw the ultimate. TP coming from Miracle there. And now Shy is in danger. Faceless Void time walks out to safety. Shy is walking right into the march of the machines. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, we see the the Skyrim Mage takes away the ancient apparition. So it's a 3-4-0 in favor of IRG on two lanes, the top and the bottom.
Okay, so this is the kind of throwy gameplay that we've been talking about a while ago. But I think they should stick together more. They can do so much with the Chronosphere if it has follow up with something like the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast or the Epicenter, the properly placed Epicenter, or even just the Viper, right clicking someone inside the Chronosphere. Yeah, that's going to be a lot better for Starbytes right now. Right now, the Faceless Void can't take down anyone, yeah, inside the Chronosphere, but if you catch a Chronosphere and the Viper is there, then you can probably take 2, maybe 3 heroes in one go.
Tinker actually tips in and blinks and out of position, and he threw the heat-seeking mile after the blink, so he gave away his position, and now Viper Ancient Apparition converging on him. Grave King is here to help. Patch chases him down with the Goo, but he actually should have casted the Quill first, because now Sid was able to blink out with that Blink Dagger.
Alright, so right now I think Viper has that Aghanim Scepter, yeah. Typically, if I were a Viper, if I were a mid Viper, I would recommend building the Aghanims first, because building a mech doesn't really fully utilize.
Oh, hang on, another rotation coming in from the Dire team. Mystic Flare reply from Aryan takes away the Sand King. This is what, the nth time that Skyrath Mage throws that Mystic Flare on top of a Sand King, transitioning to a Sandstorm. And now Patch is in danger. Mechanism getting thrown down by the Viper, which Doctor replies with an ultimate. Migi takes away the Skyrath Mage, so that's a 1-for-1 exchange. But Patch is still alive, however, but he will die. He will fall. However, he will fall immediately to the Whew. Again, another pause coming in from.
Okay, so right now we have so much poorly timed pauses from people right now. What's going on? Shout out to Migs on the chat right now. Okay, so while they try to resolve that, let's take a look at the items that people have right now. Yeah, Brewmaster.
Oh, hang on, coach. Yeah. Please go on. Sorry.
Okay. Brewmaster is halfway through his Aghanims, has 2 of the components. Still has yet to buy the booster though. But yeah, with the gold actually he's 3/4 the way there.
Continue with the clash. We see Migi just proceeding with a kill on the top of the Witch Doctor, but no, Sid isn't done yet. He will go for Migi, but he has the resurrection up. He has enough mana, that's why he is so brave. And he dies actually, does the wrong armlet toggle. Now he's in danger of dying. The Rose blinks in on top of Migi's sons, and now goes for the auto attack. The hit thingy missile from Tinker gonna take the dominating streak away from Viper. Now Shoddy is now walking away. He is hoping really bad that he will survive. The Faceless Void from Joy actually going to save him now. Ice Blast missing the targets right here. But no, at least a lot of supports coming in from Shy and the Ancient Apparition. So 4 heroes are down, 4-2. And that's the end of that clash.
Alright, so let's take a look at what happened, the aftermath of that. Yeah, I think the gold has flattened out. They're around 5,000 advantage for IRG, and EXP also around 5,000. We might see a dip later on. The gold changes and the EXP changes reflect a bit later. It's not really too real-time, this graph. So yeah, this Faceless Void, okay, not really his best day right now. Yeah. Again, I've been trying to get this point across, but I've always been cut off because of the engagements. The Faceless Void, if he's been staying in one lane for a long amount of time, for 20 minutes, then he should pick up Midas. Anyone, actually. If you're gonna stay in a lane for more than 10 minutes, pick up a Midas. It's not going to be too hurtful. And the Mask of Madness, yeah, it's an early game damage output item. If you're not gonna be fighting early game, then perhaps something else would be better suited for your needs, like Mjolnir, even better for farming. Mjolnir and the Midas would allow you Faceless Void to have lots of items by
hang
the
on, hang on.
25-30 minute mark. Okay.
Okay, so we see another province. Okay. Alright. By all means. iRG, you good with this? Okay, so anyway, Coach, yeah, please proceed. I'm going to have to just arrange, deal with a lot of the problems working on happening in the game. And Starbyte is just having, I think we will spend more time casting the bad internet connection problems with Starbytes than the actual engagement. We've had like what, 7 pauses already?
Yeah, but let's not be too hasty to blame Starbytes on this. Maybe just the
Yes,
internet,
yes.
because we've had a lot of pauses a while ago in the earlier game also. Remember? So
Yep,
maybe it's just the state of the internet right now.
Yes, agreed.
Okay, since we're all in the Philippines, we all know how bad things can get. So, yeah. Thank you thank you Team iRG for being understanding of the situation. Very sportsmanlike conduct.
Very, very professional, to be honest.
So let's check the gold graph right now. Not much different. Still no clear-cut winner in this phase of the game. Okay, they see the sword, but but they're not gonna do anything against that. That's gonna reveal their position.
Yeah. Well, wonderful move there.
this
Oh no,
Scarab Mage.
they actually find the Scarab Mage and Aryan will fall. It was like, I counted, it took them like 3 seconds.
Okay, and yeah. Instantaneous. That smoke gank paying off right now. With the Skyrath Mage that they seem to be transitioning into a Roche. Can they take this? I don't know if they can. The
They have no
Brewmaster,
damage.
they have a bit, but yeah, this is gonna take them a long time. Right now, probably quicker because the Bristleback decided to move in, and
Hang on, we see Sid actually, he has a hunch, blinks into the Roche pit, Pipe getting thrown in from SB, and now Chronosphere actually catches the Brewmaster Spirits and the Wraith King, but no, a counter initiate coming from Witch Doctor with an ultimate just setting everybody out of position. Mick is trying to walk so hard towards the Witch Doctor. Tinker takes Ancient Apparition kills Tinker in return, and now Mick is out of position. Mechanism is already on cooldown, he will die. 2 for 1 in favor of iRG. Now, Mix is still up and running. He has on full HP, supported by Sid. Starbytes at Troy, replying with a time walk in, but he might die, getting auto attacked by 3 heroes. Now 3 heroes are dead, but Starbytes Patch is now walking towards safety, but he will die as well. 4 heroes down. We have Sand King remaining. We have Shy, the only hero remaining there. Sid blinks in, tries to get a Wraithfire Blast to connect, but no, not gonna find that kill. And now they will finish the job on Roche. Mix tip is into the jungle. Misclick right there. But yeah, so they're going to finish the Roche instead. Thank you, Starbytes, for taking Roche to such a low HP state that is going to be an easy picking for Team iRG.
yeah, I think they got spotted out by this ward. Yeah, they didn't really ward that spot. They put a ward here. They should have put the ward around here instead. Maybe they could have caught this if the ward was positioned somewhere else. But yeah, that ward paid off for Team iRG. Won them a team fight and a Roche.
Yeah, it was an almost team wipe.
Yeah, so right now I would say things are really much in the favor of iRG. The gold graph, yeah, almost 10,000 in favor, and EXP already 10,000 in favor. And that Aegis is just going to help them so much in their next team fight. Well, the Aegis goes to the Wraith King, yeah, so there we go, that's the 3 lives.
Wraith King blinks in on top of Shy. Shy is in danger of dying, throws in the Sandstorm there. Ice Blast support coming into the person, not gonna miss those hits. Now, Old Tinker coming in with the Dagon finishes the job. Heat Seeking Missile going to miss because his hand was already dead. And now, Chronosphere support coming in from the Face Void. Shotty might actually survive. No auto attacks coming in from the what do you call this? Rulings is going to finish the job. Sid is now toggling the armlet, going to give him additional support, but now he has the Resurrection getting popping there, slowing everybody down. Patch is in danger. Joy time walks in again to try to help his teammate out. Miggy throws a Viper Strike on the Wraith King there. Validate coming in from the Witch Doctor, going to hit on top of on top of Joy, and Joy will die. 4 heroes are down once again for Team SB, and this is definitely a lost tier 2 tower.
Yeah, so a while ago we saw Starbytes playing at a very good pace, but right now, yeah, they're just not working really well. I don't know if it's the lag, but somehow they're failing to synergize properly.
Oh, hang on. There we go. Brewmaster finishes the job and kills the last hero, who's the survivor of the last team fight.
Okay, so yeah, this tier 3 is going down definitely. The SB has no way to contest this right now. Their 2 big cores are down. Viper for 50 seconds, that's a long time, and okay.
Oh, Epicenter coming in from Shy and blinks in just to try to kill Migs here. Migs will actually survive. Oh no, he actually finished. He actually falls. So the Ancient Operation auto attack and the Tower auto attack. So now it's a 1-for-1 so far in this last team fight, and Wraith King finishes the job, takes the tower down, and TP's coming in from Team Starbytes. Patch is trying to chase somebody down, but not gonna find somebody. He's just too slow for this. And now, Wraith King is just hanging around. Still has the Aegis. He can blink in. He is actually pinging in. They want to take this. Tinker is flipping in on the catapult, but no, the TP was cancelled. Starbytes of Joy casts the Chronosphere with the teammates inside because he's thinking that maybe they can take them off. BKB getting thrown in by Joy. No Joy. BKB does not block the Witch Doctor ultimate. Shy finishes the Wraith King off and pops his ultimate with that stun and the auto attack, but that's what the resurrection is for after all. Miggy throws a Viper Strike on the Witch Doctor. You see Patch getting ganged up upon by the Tinker and the Wraith King. Ice Blast coming in support from Shotty, but not gonna find somebody. Wraith King is auto attacking the Ancient Operation away. Tinker is now TPing to safety, getting Chilling Touch, getting stunned right there. Stun coming in from Shy. Mig is getting chased down by Wraith King. Sid will fall. No, it was actually Aegis. The resurrection is still popping. And wow, he's still alive. This is his 3rd life.
Fifth actually. In the last 4 minutes, it was 5 times.
Okay, so now Sid is just auto-attacking at Miggy. Will Miggy survive? He gets slowed by the Viper Strike? By the Poison Attack? No, by the Viper Strike, sorry. And now Shy is in danger of dying. He blinks out. And, during that time, Tinker blinks in and finishes the job on the Viper, and Shy TPs blinks right in front of Miracle, and Miracle takes the double kill. And is now sitting at a killing spree.
Okay, so that was a very prolonged engagement. I was actually counting, yeah. Wraith King, he got his ultimate off twice, and then the Aegis, and then another ultimate. So that was 4 deaths. 4 deaths for the Wraith King. That was his 5th life. And he still didn't fall. He almost died at the last time. But yes, the power of that Wraith King, level 3 ultimate with the Aegis. He can die 4 times without going back to base in a continued engagement. Right now, this Ancient Operation
getting just efficiently getting picked off. While Starbytes were in such a good position earlier, and they just gave everything away in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was bad team fight after bad team fight. Right now, 35 minutes. Last hits are in favor of Team iRG. Net worth top 3 iRG. That's the Wraith King, Brewmaster, and then the Tinker. Oddly, the Tinker is not the highest in net worth. It's the Wraith King and the Brewmaster. That might be because
hang on, Brewmaster blinking in with a Shiva Guard and Thunder Tap, and now slowing down the Viper and Patch just in time for Wraith King to follow up, and the Tinker is now here, and then going to throw the heat-seeking missile. The Viper Insight was fused, going to give them enough buffer, but not enough to help the Bristleback. Patch survived. However, during that time, Scarlet Leash was actually killed, but I think with a Faceless Void. I don't know, by somebody. And now everybody's sleeping in. This is why TPs to the middle lane, throws the Chronosphere, catches 2 heroes, makes out of position. He might die here. Shy throws in with a stun. Viper finds a kill on the Brewmaster. Tinker finds a kill on the Sand King. The engagement is not yet over. Tinker rearms and finishes the job on the Ancient Operation. Brewmaster buys back. Is he back on the fight? He's actually walking here. Migs is now running away from Wraith King. And while Tinker is not yet done, throws in The arm goes for the Viper there, but not going to be able to find a kill. Wraith King finds a kill. The Faceless Void Viper strike getting dodged by the Tinker as he TPs to safety at the fountain. Brewmaster is now walking towards the middle lane. He just came from a buyback. Viper's the only hero alive. You have 15 seconds for the next support to come in from Starbytes. Viper strike coming in from Migi, spamming the Aghanim's ultimate, and now Sid takes away the tower. Brewmaster is back here online. He can actually go for Viper if he wanted to. He has 3 seconds on the clock. He will refuse. Now Tinker is TPing at the top lane, while the Brewmaster is out trying to transition to the bottom lane with the Wraith King and the Witch Doctor. Sky Mage is still on the way. Now 2 heroes are alive, 3 heroes, in 6 seconds. Shy will be online and be able to throw that epicenter within the next 30 seconds. So there you go. Everybody's just disengaging right now, and seems that iRG is now moving to the next clash.
Alright, so they smoked up right now. They might be looking for round 2 of an engagement here on mid.
Yeah. You know what's funny? If this Wraith King buys Refresher will be fancy. Now, everybody's just bashing at the middle lane. Brewmaster is able to grow the Primal Spit to survive. Witch Doctor has the ultimate, and the Witch Doctor ultimate just bouncing around. Gets a double kill there on Shotty and Patch. And now Tinker finishes the job on Viper and he falls there. They're now transitioning to the bottom lane. The Sand King is still waiting for his ultimate, has the ultimate but no HP. Faceless Void shouldn't initiate here because he doesn't have any support. Throws in the BKB there, but the March of Machines already casted. He doesn't have enough damage to take somebody else before he dies, and 1030 crit going to take him down, and the GG call is getting called by Starbytes. So yeah, there we go. The game should end soon. And well, that's about it.
Alright, so well played from Team iRG. We saw a couple of convincing team fights from Starbytes, but in the end, they just failed team fight after team fight and gave themselves into a bad position with Team iRG. And Team iRG was able to capitalize on that and take that into a snowballing momentum, which led them to victory in the end. Alright.
Okay, so we're now moving to the creating to the lobby. There are no breaks for us, coach.
No breaks? Alright.
No breaks for us. No, maybe we can take we can take a short break. It seems that Starbytes will be restarting their internet connection.
Okay, so yeah, let's wait for our players to get their internet connection back up. Yeah, hopefully we won't see too much pauses right now. So, okay, see you guys in the second game.